solely because of the hairpin at the end.
That makes sense.
I could totally see that. All right, both our runners are off. Seems like Mageius is not comfortable with Bullseye at all.
Looked like a sync crash there.
How did Heraald crash? I was not paying attention.
Just looked like a strong bump, which is always enough to take out Bullseye. Very delicate pod.
True. It might be his controller setup. He might not be quite acquainted to it yet.
I know that Mageius in his first match was definitely having issues with his control scheme. Seemed like he was trying to adjust it on the fly. So I hope he's had enough time offline to at least try and get a better setup going.
Yeah.
We're already seeing a lot of crashes between both racers.
Yeah. It looked like Heraald's. The last time he died there, it looked like he just took a needle to a balloon and so just pop. Like, I didn't even see him touch anything. Wait. Oh. Magis is on 5 laps.
Oh no!
Oh, well, I guess we'll see what his time is when he hits lap 3? Or lap 4, I guess?
I guess that's what we'll do.
That's a big whoops.
Heraald's in the middle of lap 3 now. Looks like he's coming out a little cleaner. I mean, relatively. It's still a lot of crashes.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably one of the highest crash ratios on a track I've seen yet.
Both these racers in their first matches were very crash heavy, and in fact, both these racers are the only ones in round 1 to actually forfeit to their opponent and get a DNF.
Oh, wow.
In at least one race. So I'm hoping we won't see that again. Otherwise, it's going to be a long set of races.
Yeah. But Heraald does take the first match here. With a 249. That was a sub 3, I think, for Mageius. It was barely.
We'll have to do the math.
We'll have to do frame by frame, see what he gets. All right, so now we are on to the permanent track bans. I believe loser goes first, so Mageius gets the first pick. Let's see what we do. That. Really thinking.
I believe in round 1, Heraald had actually been leaving his AI on for a majority of the races, and it seems like he's opted to not go for that strat this time. I believe he might have even crashed into his own AI racers a couple times.
It's like Heraald's wanting to get right back into the action, but he forgot. We gotta ban the tracks first.
So we're seeing Abyss being banned by Mageius.
A respectable choice. Abyss is pretty terrible.
And Grabvine out of Heraald for his first choice.
Another very respectable decision. All right, Mageius gets his second. See what he gets. I never noticed that bolt looks like a cockroach. Cannot unsee.
Mageius banning Death Rose.
I haven't seen Death Rose get banned before. Is this the first?
Let's see. As a permaban, I don't think so.
Interesting. All right, I believe we are still missing one track ban from Heraald. Okay. So no Adobe Mountain Run. That is a lot of Galactic Circuit gone.
Seems to be a little bit of confusion there.
Has been a little bit since these players have played. So might just be rusty on the rules. No big deal. That is the strangest pod ban I have ever seen.
We are seeing our, I believe, first Anakin pod ban. As if he was going to choose Anakin.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Just for the troll, he says. Now this is pod racing. Oh, yeah.
All right, so now Heraald needs to temporarily ban a track before Mageius picks the track that we go next.
banning Brew Coast.
All right, so just to recap, Mageius picked Abyss and Grabvine. No, Abyss and Death Rose to be banned, and Heraald banned Grabvine and Adobe Mountain Run.
And for our temp bans, we're seeing Anakin for the pod and Brew Coast for the track. And we are heading to...
Drum roll. Come on. Oh.
Okay, interesting pick here. Going off of the pod ban, he's deciding to go with Boonta Classic.
All right, nice long one to start it off. Yes.
Now, Mageius has played this one before. It was his race 5 against Enfro in the first match.
All right, both runners are ready. All right, we got to go and chat, so you guys can start in any second.
Seeing both bullseyes again. Good choice for the difficult sections in this track.
Heraald not quite catching the boost there for that arch.
And Mageius not going for the shortcut.
I wonder if he doesn't know it?
In his first match when he played this, it did look like he was very unfamiliar with this track. But he's not making a mistake that he made every lap last time, so I'm already seeing at least some improvement.
I almost want to count how many times Mageius dies.
If you'd like to know, on his last go-through of this course, He tallied 26 total crashes.
Wow. That's a lot. I think this is number 5.
But if he gets any fewer than that, it is an improvement. So that's all I'm hoping for here.
Yeah, Heraald already has a significant lead over him. Already past the cave section. Ooh, unfortunate clip there from Heraald. Oh wow, Mageius with double res on either pod.
At least they're canceling each other out.
Yeah. This is maximum turning. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it's looking like Heraald has a better grip of things now. Already fast the first lap. And doesn't quite catch the boost again. Maybe, guys, maybe.
Now that's a real personal best for Mageius. Last time he got 256, so I think he cut that down by about 5 seconds this time. He really likes to get lost in this section, though.
Yeah, I think he thinks that there is a shorter path through that little yard there, but you can't. Yeah, and unfortunately, this is the consequence where with playing Bullseye, is that if you just touch anything, you're dead. And Bunta Classic, it'll get you a lot. I've lost count. I don't know if you're keeping count or not.
We'll have to review the footage.
Okay.
I do appreciate that we're using Mageius' audio for this race.
Some lovely death noises. Okay, hand.
Bullseye's poor death screams.
Yeah, he always has a funny sounding voice. I like it. I don't know if you caught that or not. Heraald's screen flickered for a frame to look behind the pod. I don't know if that was like his finger flipping or what.
He's just making sure no one's behind him.
I guess.
Alright, looks like a 2:33 of Heraald. The time to beat here for Mageius. Last time he got a 2:42. But I'm seeing a lot of crashes.
Yeah, I would say, I think at this, if he doesn't crash again until the lap, I think he'll beat it. And they spoke too soon. Yeah. Heraald not taking the corner sharp enough, missing the shorter path.
And Maggie is still going the lower route.
Oh, did we see what his lap was? I missed it.
It was 256, which was on par with his last run.
At least he's consistent. That's good. Yeah, with the huge lead that Heraald has, I highly doubt he can lose this one at this point.
Now, what would you recommend to a player at this level? What would be the first thing you would focus on to improve level of play here?
I would absolutely say get very familiar on how the courses are laid out, because that is very important to know.
It seems like it's a combination of that with perhaps the control scheme that's holding Magis back here.
Yeah, it seems like when he turns, he really turns.
I'm not sure what type of controller he's using, but I know personally it seems that Bullseye's easier to manage with a controller just because you're not hitting that max turn rate every time as you would with the keyboard.
Right. All right, and Heraald with a 734. And with how far back Magis is, we're actually kind of on a tight schedule. Should we let him finish?
I mean, if we're gonna see a crash every other second, might want to encourage a forfeit.
He is getting near the end here. Okay, he did say done in chat, so.
Okay.
So that is another win for Heraald. GG.
It looks like he would have beaten his old time of 8:53. So I would say overall, big improvement. I might be calling it too soon. Okay, he did do it. So as far as personal bests go, he is improving, and that's what I like to see.
All right, so we're gonna need Magis to ban the pod. Then Heraald will get the 10th ban in a track, and then Magis will pick the track to play on.
Now, I believe last match, Magis claimed that he was picking tracks at random.
Oh.
Again, maybe because of the unfamiliarity with the tracks, it wouldn't matter what was picked, but I hope that he's done some studying and will focus on a track that he's stronger at.
Yeah. Looks like he's 10th banning Endo Prime Centrum. And we'll see what Magis takes us. We have a lot of the long ones either banned or done, so it's not too bad.
So I think we're seeing no pod ban from Mageius, which is the same thing he did versus Sire in his first match. He went with no pod ban every time. But at least he gave us our first Anakin pod ban.
Yes. That was very entertaining. I appreciate that. But it looks like we're heading off to Zugga Challenge.
He really does love picking the longest maps.
Thinking face. Yeah, at the moment we have every single semi-pro circuit track available, so we could potentially see a lot of them.
Hint, hint.
All right, we got our countdown in chat, and we're heading off to the next race.
All right. Enjoying that cutscene.
So I hope he's watching the chat. Oh, yo, Mageius did pick Ben. Interesting. Well, I will say he won't crash as easy. So hopefully that goes with him.
And he might have an advantage on Bullseye here, especially in the longer sections of this course.
Yeah, there are some really long straightaways that Ben is just going to completely dominate on.
We really need to see some clean racing, though, to really take advantage of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not sure how he died that second time. I'll be completely honest there. Whoa, wait, you can go under?
There's a small hole on the left side of that entrance to that tunnel.
Oh.
I believe you have to slow down to even get in there.
Huh. Alright then, I completely forgot about that.
Now, Mageius has run this one before, so we'll know what time is to be. Last time he was running Bullseye, so we'll see how choosing Ben either improves or hopefully improves the score.
Yeah, if he can not crash on those really long straightaways, he can really make up some ground. We're on with a 1:56 first lap. Hopefully Mageius remembers the big guy. He does not.
Tax it head on.
Yes, something I found helpful when starting out is keep a close eye on your map. because it generally tells you kind of which way you're going to go. So if you're not familiar, you can buffer your turn, or at least prepare for it easier.
Definitely. And it seemed like there was a purposeful effort from Mageius to get that on screen for these races.
Yeah, they're very beneficial.
Now it looked like he was lagging a little bit behind his initial run of this course by about 2 seconds, and that was with Bullseye, so I'm not sure if Ben was the right choice here for him.
Might be that he's not used to the stiffer turning that Ben has over Bullseye.
Between Ben and Bullseye, I'd say they're the more difficult players to play, or out of all the pods, really.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're the best of the best, but you gotta be good too in order to fully capitalize on their capabilities. Roddy, all right. Bulls does crash less. He has a very sturdy pod.
Would you? I'm trying to think what you would recommend to a player. Probably something with high, a lower damage rate, like Bowls, but you would also need better turning than Bowls.
No lie, Dud.
Dud Bolt?
Yeah. He has the highest durability. His boost speed's like somewhere in the mid 800s, so I mean it's not great, but you can control it.
I think his turning is a bit rigid. I might have to confirm that. But definitely, I would recommend a sturdier pod, and perhaps lower speeds. I know that some players maybe might not be as used to full upgrades, since that is a end of game situation. All right, that was a 535 out of Heraald, and he's taking race 3.
Absolutely. So we can get like a good sweep for Heraald at the moment. Ema.
I was hoping for a little bit closer of a match, but Mageius really needs to clean it up, especially with his knowledge of the map, and I'd say probably just overall play in general.
It's a new lap record. Sorry.
Now, that's always good to hear, though.
Yeah, it's very satisfying.
It means you're improving.
Yep. All right, Mageius again with no pod ban. Alright, so now Heraald needs to ban a track, and then Mageius will pick the track.
And please, I don't know what's the next longest he could pick.
No, chat, no, calm down. Alright, he's sticking with the Anno Prime Centrum ban. Alright, respectable choice. Going out to Executioner.
This is yet another track that he played against Enfro in his first match. So we've hit the Bunta Classic, Zelga Challenge, and now Executioner.
I wonder if he's doing that on purpose.
Possibly, but he did not do well.
Maybe he's been keeping this one in his pocket. Maybe he's gonna like completely wow us this time.
I was counting on that for the Ben pick last race, but you never know. Heraald sticking with Bullseye.
Alright. Curious who Mageius is going to pick since there's no bans. Did I just completely miss that, or did he pick Toy?
I'm pretty sure he's sticking with Bullseye.
Oh, okay. I'm just seeing things clearly.
Well, Toy was the track favorite here, so...
Yeah, I thought he was hovering over him for a little bit there.
Might have. Also looked like he was considering Fud Sang.
Oh, Poggers. That'd be something.
I mean, Fud Sang's not bad.
Yeah, he's like mid-tier, isn't he?
Would you say he's beginner friendly?
You know, I haven't played him in so long. I don't really remember.
Oh, apologies. When I was saying Mageius was playing against Enfro, I meant versus Sire. Enfro was the commentator for those matches.
Ah. Oh yeah, because Infro phrased Mikey. Poor soul. Alright, Heraald makes it to the tube first. Oh, Mageius did not let go of his boost there and did a hard crash. And Heraald wowing us again with that entrance into the next tube.
That was something that he was... Actually, yeah, Heraald has also played this one versus Gale Force, and he was very good at entering that tube at max speed.
Yep. I think he was 3 for 3 on that match too when he did that. It was very entertaining. I was shocked. All right, Heraald with the sub 140.
And that's good. That's a big improvement on his old time of 146.
Very good.
And that's a 157 out of Mageius. Who, wow, yeah, initially got a 204 on this track.
Hey, improvements. That's what we like to see, right?
Yeah, both players.
Yeah, good stuff.
Heraald showing no fear.
Especially to that rock. Alright, Mageius did not crash coming out of that tube, but crashed into the wall right after. Heraald just must have a magic touch or something, because Mageius failed it both times.
I think it's a matter of either all or none.
Yeah, you can't go halfway with that.
That seems to be his approach. All right,
Oh,
136.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, that beats his second lap time, which was 140 last time.
Somehow Heraald crashed there. I wasn't quite sure how that happened.
Also, Mageius always likes going for that third tunnel.
Suboptimal.
Something you don't usually see.
Nah.
I think second tunnel's usually the favorite.
Yeah. Second tunnel is much easier and it's the fastest.
And a 159. Also a big improvement. I'm hoping to see a good 3-lap time out of both these guys compared to their previous run.
Yeah, it looks like Heraald's on a really good pace. No, never mind. Like, these guys are really good at cutting me off when I'm trying to give them praise. Just unfortunate timing, that's all.
Just slip in your compliments as fast as you can.
Yep. Alright, looks like Heraald's getting a sub 5 here. Good stuff.
That's great. 452. Last time you got a 509.
Dang, that's a big improvement. That's what, 17 seconds?
Yeah, looking a lot better.
Alright, we got match point for Heraald here.
Mageius is pinballing as hard as he can through that tunnel, that railing. And he gets a 556, which is a whole lot off of his 613 time last round. So both players making at least, I can't do the math here, but upwards of 15-second improvement. Now, is there hope for Mageius? What can he do here? Looks like he's going through the catalog right now. Possibly just going by the visual that's on screen.
Ooh.
What is he thinking right now? Nope, doesn't like that one. Or does he? Beatles is a popular choice.
I think he does.
What's it gonna be?
Yeah, sorry guys, we're not going the gauntlet. It's spoilers.
Please no.
Nah, we're going the Beatos.
And so we did not see a pod ban or a track ban, it looks like.
No, they kept the same as before, so no pod ban and ain't no prime.
Okay.
Are you excited for this match, Cat? And he goes licking his paw. Okay.
He's about as excited as the rest of us. All right, and we're looking at Toy Dampener here. Or not. The cat has got my tongue.
All right, we're getting double bullseye. All right, and they're off on the chat. Now, unfortunately, due to time constraints, if Heraald wins this one, we won't have time for nerf. Well, regardless, whoever wins this, we won't have time.
In fact, we're done.
Yeah. All right, see you guys next time.
Now, Beatles Wild Ride, neither of these guys have played it in a match, so we're looking at new ground here.
I'm hoping for one hand counting of deaths only. Up to 5. They almost did. Yeah, Mage did use Ben once. That was a very interesting turn of events there. Mageius tried to go up the short... Wait. Didn't Mageius miss the shortcut? How did he get back into it?
Seems to have broken the game in his favor.
Oh, no. Mind is blown.
Heraald making a strange go of it through the ice fields.
Alright, let's see how many times this section kills our players. Like, Mageius made it through without dying. I think Heraald did too.
Heraald also going for the lower route, and Mageius getting lost, unfortunately.
Getting to see the track that we never get to see on Beatles. Very interesting. We're all opting not to go through the tent shortcut.
I believe it is Betos that the tent shortcut is slower. I might be wrong on that.
It is slower if you're using Ben optimally.
Ah, okay. So
I think it's like less than half a second.
it would be beneficial to these players then.
I believe so.
Well,
But there is that really sharp turn at the end of them.
and the entrance alone would probably result in a death.
Yeah. So we're all going for the scenic route again. Yeah, at the moment it's looking like this is in Heraald's favor to win. Just keeping it fairly clean. So I'm
Going
not.
for the right side there.
Did you see what Heraald was doing all 3 laps there for that first shortcut?
It looked like he couldn't decide. Like he was up and then off.
I wonder if he doesn't know that shortcut exists. 'Cause it looked like he was just trying to go up it just to cut a corner.
Huh.
It's a very interesting decision.
And we're getting to see what's at the bottom of that waterfall.
Ooh, the icicle was saying nope.
Could it be a clean? Oh, I believe that's a clean ice field run for Mageius.
Alright, Heraald is our winner. Congratulations. A clean sweep of that match, 5-0. So unfortunately, we won't get to an interview. We actually have a match for I think it's what is that game called? Yeah, Metroid. That's it.
Anyway,
I think that's related. But anyway, that was our last round 2 match. We're gonna update the bracket. We can't show it here, but if you're in the Discord, check it out. Check this challenge. It'll be updated here shortly. Oh, and Info is saying the bracket is up. All right, go see it. Go look at it. Go schedule your matches for round 3.
Oh, I'm kind of worried.
Me too. I haven't looked at it yet.
Oh no. But yeah, good job to both our racers, and I liked seeing the improvements, however slight they may have been, but excellent job.
Yep, any improvement is good improvement. So yeah, that's all we have for tonight.
And the next stream is, well, not scheduled because we need to schedule them. But
Yep,
stay tuned.
You'll see them on the schedule soon enough.
Stay tuned.
All right, bye, folks.
Bye-bye.